Feedback's new boss, David Crabb, has only been in the job a matter of months, but he is already making his presence felt. Feedback's TexRAD software analyzes medical images to help give an accurate prognosis. The new boss of Feedback plc, Lon, FDBK, has outlined his plans for the medical imaging technology group after completing a strategic review. David Crabb was brought in back in February and, along with the new members of his executive team, has been looking at ways to simplify and streamline the AIM-listed firm. Read, Feedback, tweak structure and board. Our vision is to lead global innovation in quantitative medical imaging analysis, and since February 2018 I have been resolutely focused on making the necessary organizational and operational changes for long-term growth, said Crabb. The new team and organizational structure will allow us to leverage our deep domain expertise to continue to build our market share. He added, as with any period of change, there may be an impact on operational developments in the short term, however all efforts are now focused on delivering the 4 areas of our strategy and I look forward to reporting more progress during 2018. Feedback told investors back in April that it was merging 2 of its subsidiaries, Cambridge Computed Imaging and TexRAD, into a new entity called Feedback Medical. Crabb added on Thursday that he wants to build on the company's impressive customer base by expanding into new global markets and exploring the use of the TexRAD technology in the pharma industry. Develop TexRAD and Cadron platforms. TexRAD Lung, a piece of software that analyzes medical images of lung lesions, is Feedback's most advanced product. 3 major UK hospitals are currently trialing it, after which the company will build in any modifications they suggest and then market it properly to its existing customer base. The plan is to also develop TexRAD for use in other indications. Feedback's time and money has generally been directed toward TexRAD, but Crabb wants to devote more resources towards the firm's Cadron medical imaging technology platform. Cadron has a lot of competition from expensive rivals, but the company wants to target developing countries and other global markets which might be interested in a more cost-effective option. Why invest in Feedback plc? Read more here. Register here to be notified of future FDBK company articles. View full FDBK profile. View profile has the move towards alternative fuels for vehicles gathers pace. News. Last month of the opening of the first, under-the-canopy, hydrogen refueling station at Beaconsfield Services on the M40 deserved a bit of a fanfare. No investment advice. The company is a publisher. You understand and agree that no content published on the site constitutes a recommendation that any particular security, portfolio of securities, transaction, or investment strategy is suitable or advisable for any specific person. You further understand that none of the information providers or their affiliates will advise you personally concerning the nature, potential, advisability, value or suitability of any particular security, portfolio of securities, transaction, investment strategy, or other matter. You understand that the site may contain opinions from time to time with regard to securities mentioned in other products, including company-related products, and that those opinions may be different from those obtained by using another product related to the company. You understand and agree that contributors may write about securities in which they or their firms have a position, and that they may trade such securities for their own account. In cases where the position is held at the time of publication and such position is known to the company, appropriate disclosure is made. However, you understand and agree that at the time of any transaction that you make, one or more contributors may have a position in the securities written about. You understand that price and other data is supplied by sources believed to be reliable, that the calculations herein are made using such data, and that neither such data nor such calculations are guaranteed by these sources, the company, the information providers or any other person or entity, and may not be complete or accurate. From time to time, reference may be made in our marketing materials to prior articles and opinions we have published. These references may be selective, may reference only a portion of an article or recommendation, and are likely not to be current. As markets change continuously, previously published information and data may not be current and should not be relied upon. Only registered members can add into watchlist. Register or log in. View full company profile. Why invest in FDBK plc? Read more here. Imaging tools for clinical decision-makers in an environment with ever more powerful computing possibilities, new drugs under development, and the constant need to evaluate the effectiveness of complex treatment choices. Medical. Read more. Imaging tools for clinical decision-makers in an environment with ever more powerful computing possibilities, new drugs under development, and the constant need to evaluate the effectiveness of complex treatment choices. Medical imaging is an integral and growing part of medical practice. Our vision is to build image processing and analysis expertise, and novel quantification techniques to position FDBK as a medical imaging tools company. Our mission is to build tools that extract every ounce of benefit from medical images. We develop innovative techniques and improved workflow for medical practitioners involved in research and in treating patients. We build products that put new and effective tools into the hands of clinical decision-makers, with a view to improving patient care and reducing costs. TexRAD has already proven its value in medical research and is now working towards regulatory approval when it can be used to enrich clinical trials and help understand the effects of new pharmaceuticals. It is intended that products will be developed to help medical decision-makers evaluate the treatment choices on a patient-by-patient basis, and which are intended to support industry moves towards a personalized approach to patient care. As its technologies are manufacturer-neutral, and can be used with historical images, for example on longitudinal research projects and to monitor disease progression, the addressable market includes all existing, specialist imaging centers. Our aim is to identify imaging biomarkers that can be used in the early detection of cancer, in determining prognosis and predicted outcomes, and in evaluating treatment response. Building on CCI and TexRAD, we are always looking for opportunities to widen our offerings through collaborations and corporate activity, including mergers and acquisitions. Hide text restructure. Sees FDBK plc positioned for growth. See more related videos.